the Dallas Mavericks up 3-0 on the Minnesota Timberwolves have a chance to close it out tonight. And one thing, look, we've talked about it before, Rob, Luka Doncic, and how, obviously he's a tremendous player. But would he be able to win a championship playing the way he plays, being so ball dominant? It's just difficult to do. I contend, I think that's why LeBron hasn't won more championships, because he was ball dominant for much of his career. And I think it's just difficult. James Harden, Rob, I mean, he's had his issues in the playoffs, just not playing as well. But he's ball dominant too, and obviously has not won a ring. And one of the interesting things in this postseason, Rob, is that Luka Doncic is not dominating as much, as far as usage rate, at least, as much as he usually does. Now, here's the context, Rob. Who do you think is the all-time career leader in usage rate in the playoffs?
The all-time, wow. James Harden?
No. Well, because remember, Harden played some of those years with OKC, so that's lowered his.
Yeah.
It's Luka.
Is it Luka? Okay.
Luka, 36.8 for his career.
I was thinking of Harden, later on.
Oh, yeah, no, I get it. I get it. Second is Michael Jordan. And, Rob, this is kind of, I had never even really looked at it like this. This is kind of more evidence of why Jordan's the GOAT, because most players have not been able to have a high usage rate and win.
Right.
And he's got the 3 highest and 4 of the 5 highest usage rates of any person to win an NBA championship. His usage rates, he's got the top 3. He actually had a usage rate of 38 one year, 93 when they won it, then 37 in his second championship, 92, and then 36.6 in his third or his last championship. And then Olajuwon, Rob, in 95 at 35.8, and then Jordan 35.5 in 97. So, but I would argue this. Michael Jordan's usage rate, remember, usage rate is the percentage of possessions that kind of ends with you making the play. And I would argue that Jordan's usage rate is different than some of these other guys, and it's not to, boost Jordan up or anything. But Michael Jordan did not over dribble. Michael Jordan shot a lot.
He didn't dribble the air out of the ball like these guys.
Right. Exactly. And today, a lot of guys would, like Luka, Jordan would catch and shoot a lot. He would 2 dribbles, throw up a mid-range shot a lot. But the guys that tend to, have a high usage rate in today's league, they dribble the air out of the ball and then shoot it. And that's a lot different. Nobody else is touching the rock. Nobody's really moving. Usage percentage, here's the official definition. An estimate of the percentage of team plays used by a player while they're on the floor. And Rob, Luka Doncic, to his credit, I think some of it is also Kyrie Irving being there, and give Jason Kidd some credit too, because it shows a shift in the offense a bit. Luka Doncic this year, Rob, his usage rate in the playoffs is just 31.9, which is way low for him, obviously. His last 2 postseasons, Rob, he had a usage rate of over 40.
Wow.
So I think that is a part of why it looks like they've got, they certainly have a chance to win this championship, and looks like he's going to go deeper than he ever has and reach the NBA Finals for the first time. And so I think that's good for Luke, and I think that's how they need to play.
And did you mention the career low 22? Yep.
Career, what, 22?
In PER. Did you mention that?
No, I didn't mention that.
PER, Chris, playoff career low of 22.0. His average coming in this postseason was over 27. So he's definitely doing less, but his team is winning more. So he's actually responded to what needs to be done to win. And, this is the move, because people question whether or not they could win, whether other people could play with him. Right? Because of how much he has the basketball, it makes it tough. And so far, it's worked out for Dallas, and I'm sure they feel good about where they are, considering Minnesota was the new hotness and everybody, was crazy about them. And for them to be able to beat them and maybe even a sweep, it might be a gentleman's sweep. I'm going to give Minnesota a game, unlike the Pacers.
I got Minnesota winning tonight.
Tonight too, Chris.
Yeah.
I got
and they
Minnesota
might win.
tonight.
If they win, they get to go home if they do win. We'll see what happens. But I think they'll win tonight, although I'm not like feeling that confident about it, but I'll pick them with you.
Yeah, I'm with you. It ain't like a best bet. I got the Dodgers over the Mets as the best bet tonight in Shekel City, not the T-Wolves.
Right, because you don't know, are they going to be deflated? You know what I mean? Is it like, you saying the right things, and you might even be trying to psych yourself into thinking you have a chance, but deep down, do you really feel like, man, this thing is over? And if you do, then it's going to show up, Rob, when the game really gets hot and heavy. So Luka Doncic doing what it takes to win this championship, or at least win the Western Conference, it looks like. And so good for him. You wonder too, Rob, and I know it's happened this season, but even last year, Jalen Brunson averaged 24 points. Did seeing Brunson, Rob, do the things he's done in New York, does that wake Luke up a little bit, right? Does that make you say, you know what? We had that guy here and he wasn't able to be himself or, maximize his potential. Let me make sure I allow Kyrie to do that. I mean, you wonder, does that go in?
You wonder, you never know, or just at some point you just aren't sure that you can continue to do the same thing, Chris, without the results. So maybe that's what moved him to just realize it's just not going to work, right?